Welcome to another edition of the Freelance Teacher Videocast. Welcome back. I'm talking to you today a little bit about what you're up against. I do these videos periodically because I'll come across a good article or a good video or good information about what young people are up against. And the last two articles that I saw, one was from Gary North and one was from Walter Williams. And Williams' article was first. He's an economist at George Mason University. And Gary North runs GaryNorth.com and is a writer. And a lot of what he did and has done on his subscription site was the motivation for what I do. But what they were talking about, Williams and North in particular, are the administrative states and the large administrative state that has been put in place over the past probably in big time since the 60s, but actually has been a movement since the progressive era in the early 1900s. And what they're talking about is the walls that you're going to you're going to knock up against as a young person when you get out into the working world. What do I mean? It is the world of teaching, it's the world of daycare, it's the world of opening a restaurant, it's the world of starting a business. And these bureaucratic hurdles, the regulatory state that you're told help and keep people safe and these other things, even if that's all true, let's just say that the regulations keep people safe and are good, without thinking, without talking about regulatory capture or anything like that. What's been done is the people who have started businesses or are doing work or consulting in that arena are protected from you by that barrier. So the first example I always give is our example with the daycare, where you're going to have to sign a multi-year lease at a storefront, unless you're doing a home daycare. But even then, if you have a home daycare, it means you have a home and you either have paid the mortgage or are paying a mortgage and common charges or co-op fees or whatever it is. And that's where your daycare is going to be. So the daycare example, you're going to need those. You're going to need either the lease or the house. You're going to then have to be approved by the health department before you can get approved. So you have to have the place, you have to have the location, and then the health department comes in and checks. What 22-year-old can afford that? I mean, maybe some can. I guess it's possible. But at the very least, now the barrier, the wall you're going to hit is the wall of who has the most capital already. And now you have frozen out anyone, the poor, any minority, anybody. You pick the group that does not have that kind of capital to open up a place and sign a lease. So the way Gary North talks about it and Walter Williams is we've created a safe space economy. But here's the thing. The people at the universities who have completely lost it are talking about safe spaces and being triggered and I need a safe space. Well, guess what? And it's kind of grouping here, but I don't like delineating people in large groups, but the baby boomer generation anyway has created a safe space for themselves, not for you. So they have a safe space, the older folks, that they don't have to worry about you, right? You're younger, you're faster, your eyes are better, you have more energy, you're capable, right? You don't have wear and tear on your body. Like, the young people are vibrant and as excited about going into the world as any generation, even with the safe space, beanbag chairs, videos of puppies, right, that you get at the local university when someone comes in with a view that is not their own, which basically means a view that is conservative or libertarian, right? These people are seen as bad. They have bad views. And well, if it triggers you, you need a safe space where you can go feel comfortable. Now, that's just reprehensible, absurd, ludicrous. It's the product of a decadent society that is afraid to debate and afraid to hear dissenting opinions. It's really it's going to go down in history as a raw, just gaping wound of embarrassment. But even with that mini rant thrown in there about the university system and what's going on in it, The older people have erected a framework, a lattice work of safe space that protects them. And that's what you're up against. They're safe. They're safe from you, right? When you get out of the university and no one cares about your political views and no one cares about what you think and no one really cares about that stuff at all because they have rent and they've got to get paid and they have a mortgage and they've got children. None of that stuff matters. And you could have great ideas. You could want to open up the greatest restaurant in the world and have fantastic vegan, organic ideas that will not only spread health, but also provide good food for people. And you know, that's a great service. People will flock to it in the right neighborhood. Go look into opening a restaurant. Go to the city council or search online and look at the regulations for opening a restaurant. Good luck with that. Check it out. See, if you have the capital for it, go for it. Knock yourself out. Open up that restaurant. Open up that bank. Yeah, right. To look into opening up a bank. But those older people have a safe space. They've built one for themselves through government. And now you start to have some difficult opinions, and you're going to have to answer some difficult questions about yourself and what you feel about government and what you've been taught, and you know, all of these things that you have been kind of spoon-fed as the quote-unquote right opinions, the correct opinions. The guardians of approved opinion have rammed this stuff down your throat, and you've been believing it. And then when you're going to get out, their safe spaces and the walls that protect those people in their safe spaces, they're going to block you. And that's too bad. I disagree with it. I'm trying to help. I hope you can see it and maybe agitate for less regulation or less government. I don't know if it'll do it. Most young people understand it when it's thrown right in their face. But I just want to keep you informed as to what you're up against, and that's why I keep titling these things some version of what you're up against, because that's what you're going to have to deal with. Good luck. Talk to you next time. This has been The Freelance Teacher, thefreelanceteacher.com. Essays, college essays, writing help, trips, you name it. We got it. Talk to you soon. Take care.